Do you know that feeling when you're like attempting to record like an entire Q&A video like for days and your recording just gets messed up because your tracking software is kind of weird? Yeah, that's a big problem, I know that. And with that, welcome to the second episode of the Q&A, which I used to dub Chaos Edition, and now I wish to call it absolutely Chaos Edition because making this entire thing happening is or beyond the expectations I used to have. I know this Q&A was supposed to come out in July. I know I said it back now twice, and this had multiple reasons. For one, I actually had to get my mic prepared because it wouldn't work with Windows anymore without it sounding like utter gut or more or less just screeching. And for the other, because my tracking software just didn't recognize my webcam anymore, which is actually just my phone, by the way. I'm doing this on my phone. So, yeah, today we're answering a couple of questions you guys have asked me, both anonymously and with your full names. Usernames, that is, not full real life names. Oh god, please don't do that. And some of them will include games of my childhood, favorite songs, favorite voice banks again, but from a certain company, my opinions on one of the worst voice banks Krypton has ever sent out, and it's not the Super Packs for some reason. And, what the future holds for this account. So, yeah, I hope you're ready for that. And, of course, I'm not alone this time again. Like Q&A episode 1, it's narrated by none other than Sue Maki Maki for Savvy AI. So, Maki, I give the mic to you.
You're a big Nickelodeon game fan. What you played NCR2 in episode 1 as 4, as I know. Besides NCR and All Star Brawl, have you played any other games by Nick? Have you heard of the new game, or the leaks of SpongeBob in the new Sonic game?
Yeah, so yes, I'm a Nickelodeon game fan, and this actually has a couple of reasons. I grew up with Nickelodeon, more or less. I mean, Nickelodeon Germany didn't exist up until before I was 2, because Nickelodeon Germany didn't exist during my timeline before 2005. Yeah, Nickelodeon Germany in its current iteration isn't even 20 years old yet. I hope they have something planned for their 20th anniversary, despite what's currently happening. So yeah, I'm a big Nickelodeon fan since childhood, and also of their games. While my first console game was Nicktoons and Night for the GBA, it wasn't my first experience with Nickelodeon games either. I had a SpongeBob game on my PC that was Lights, Camera, Pants. I know the PlayStation version is the more popular one, with it being more or less of a party game, but the PC version had an entire story mode and its own set of mini games, and it was more or less a SpongeBob casting himself or want to become part of a Mermaid Man and Barnacle Bowl movie. Yeah, but yeah, Nicktoons Night was my first main console game. Back on the Game Boy Advance, when it just was a platformer slash jump and run game. I also played Battle for Volcano Island on the DS and Attack of the Toybots on Wii, which I got like for $5 on GameStop, like 6 or 7 years ago. From the modern games, I currently own Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 1 and 2, as well as Nickelodeon Kart Racing 2 and 3, with most of the DLC. I mean, the rest of the question was if I'm aware of Dice of Destiny or SpongeBob and Patrick in Nickelodeon. No, not Nickelodeon, but Sega's new game Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. And yeah, I am aware of Dice of Destiny. As of recording, most of the characters have been announced, including Danny Phantom, which is one of my reasons why I'm going to pre-order the game if I can. Like, look at this. I'm a big Danny Phantom fan, and Nicktoons reintroduced me into Danny Phantom because I remember watching the show during my really really early childhood, like when I was like 4 or 5 years old. As for Sega and their collab with Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, um, like the SpongeBob DLC, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles DLC, the Minecraft DLC, like a lot of cool characters were announced, including Miku. But I'm not willing to pay $90 upfront for a game like that, Sega. I understand that your competitor is like $10 less, with no DLC at the current moment, with potential downloadable content planned in the future, but no. No. This. How should I say it? $90 for a Sonic base game that's like Sonic Frontiers with the graphics of Sonic XL Generations and a story like Sonic Adventure. Yeah, maybe. And if it works, 99.9% bug free, that is. But that's a high impossibility. Games shouldn't cost like a fucking fortune.
Bruh.
What's your favorite non-Vocaloid song?
You know what? I answer both. So, for Vocaloid songs, it's none other than The Disappearance of Hatsune Miku by Cosmic Bushu P. You could also say I like the Infinity series, which is like also occasionally called by some people the Disappearance series in general. A lot of my favorite songs unfortunately got like reckoned off canon, like Hyperinflation, Goodbye Way of Common Sense. I believe also Let's Play Hatsune Miku got reckoned. As for non-Vocaloid song, I like the 1999 version of Flying High by DCX a lot. I'm not really a big fan of the newer versions, even though the lyric change is somewhat refreshing. But I'm not really a big fan of it or the remix that it is. There are a couple of remixes of Flying High that I do like a lot, but that's not the topic for today.
Who's your favorite DT bank?
Put the gun away, mind you. We don't need a water gun in here, specifically during that weather. Anyway, so back. Favorite Dreamtonic voice banks. For Japanese, it's Saki and China. I think this should be explainable. Saki, because she fits a retro Japanese pop as well as Sora would do. Shina, because of not only her dual linguability, she's a dual lingual voice bank, but she also fits both Japanese and English pop, specifically from the 80s, really, really well. For English, it's Kevin and Liam. Kevin, because he used to be like the meme lord of Synth V, and also because he really fits nearly a huge portion of genres. Liam, because of his southern accent, which wasn't seen much before, and of course because, I like putting him in retro songs as well. Cough cough. Elstree. Cough cough. For Chinese, I only have to use the only two that I have, Shinsu and Anqiao. Shinsu because the wonderful Nippon meme. And Anqiao because I love how he can turn both soft and powerful by just, or more or less, I like his entire timbre. Yeah. Actually, all of Dreamtonic's voice mix are nice. But I'm currently not willing to get any new one because I'm more focusing into something else, which is part of a question after that.
Do you plan to continue the channel after you graduate? What is your current plan after that?
At this time, when this came out, or when I first posted the forum, that was around the time when still my final exams happened. So I did graduate. I am going to university starting in October, and therefore, August and September will be potentially my busiest months because I have Project Codename Miracle 1.5 to push out. I have a lot to do because of AHS, because it's Synth's let me think off the top of my head, 7th anniversary, AHS 20th anniversary. We might get a Miku announcement in August. Then Karin's birthday on September 9th. Even if I move on to university, I will keep this alive. But once again, if university needs me, I might need to push a project back or forth a bit.
Is there a voice bank that you're currently looking out for or wish to be on another software? I know you have a lot of voices including your own. so I'm curious.
Wow, you have a keen eye for that. So yeah, I have a lot of voice banks. I do own most of the voice banks on Vocaloid, by the way, and I'm counting in the parents and such. So yeah, yeah. So new voice banks are currently really low priority. I'm currently looking more into synthesizer V2 upgrades, and I already did one that was Sora, just a couple of days after she came out because I got paid back. Damn, they improved Gumi. They improved Gumi from Symphony 1 so much. I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. um, Code V2 isn't a high priority, and maybe I'm looking into Maki V2 because Maki V2 seems to be a hellish improvement to her V1, even after the like cross-lingual merge, which is really great by the way. And they did give a couple of new vocal or like one or two vocal modes. I don't really remember, which are really good that way. As for new voice banks, maybe Una. I don't own Una on Symphony 2 or Symphony 1 for the matter. I own her V4, I own her V1, or not V1 but V6. I own her V6 and I own her AI voice V2 version. So yeah, I'm looking into potentially buying Una Symphony 2 whenever I have spare $60. Rolling around. Like, I'm registered at Interico at their Japanese page. I'm able to get most of the download version discounts. Unfortunately, not the physical versions, but digital versions. Fully, like, discount, like, what, 2,000 yen? Sometimes even just 1,000 yen, but that's enough. It's kind of difficult doing this internationally because, you only get support from that internationally. You don't, like, get any upgrade discounts if you do it from the international page. Yeah, hi, Editing Papillon here. A little quick update in regards to the Internet My Page thing. Turns out they updated their Japanese page to now fully accept international accounts. You no longer need a Japanese phone number or address to register. You don't even have to translate your name into katakana or hiragana anymore. So, in short, if you're currently looking forward into upgrading Koto, Gumi, or Una, please go ahead and register them now so you can get the upgrade discounts or their product discounts. Have fun! But yeah, TLDR, I'm currently only looking for upgrades and potentially Una V6, not V6, Symphony as a new voice bank. Okay, I'm getting tired. It's almost midnight here.
Which voice bank would you like to become real, as in a real person?
Krypton, in its original form, I don't know if they're still thinking about, besides Project Sakai, but back then, Miku, Luca, Rin, Len, Kaito, Mako originally were all thought to be androids. Miku originally was conceptualized as an android in a future where most, if not all, music was lost. Keep that in mind. So, I personally believe, besides Krypton, everyone could become reality. So, yeah, we could have a Gumi in real life. I mean, we do have Gumi in real life. Make Gumi Nakajima. I mean, Gumi is just like a nickname of Megumi from her childhood. Koto could also become reality, which is good. Am I right? Una, Yukari, Akari. I think everyone from the HS cats except Miki, because Miki is portrayed as an android. And it's still a little bit viewable in her CV design, so yeah. So to conclude, except Miki from AHS, potentially Pico, characters that are conceptualized as androids like Ray, most of the voice banks that I do own, yeah, could become real people. Like, next question.
What if Sora came to your house at 3 a.m.?
Yeah, coming to that, I'm not really sure that Sora would murder me. Sora actually asks you as her, like you, the user, to go asleep at midnight. Specifically if you follow her Twitter account, or X account, or whatever you want to call it, but every time at midnight, JST checks, you just post, nene, which just means, either go sleep or good night. So if she does encounter me at 3 a.m., it's potentially asking if I'm okay or if I need something like, you need some medication against acid reflux, girl? You look like it again.
Do you want to make an original song one day?
I did answer this in Q&A episode 1, and the answer is maybe. I have no plan to do so yet. I'm really terrible at music theory, but I do tinker around Studio One and hope to get something out really, really soon.
Genuine opinion on Miku and T.
Hatsune Miku, new type, new tone, whatever you want to call her, the potential vocal alternative that Krypton pushed out since the 2020s, which was like postponed a couple of times. I mean, it was announced back then when they announced their departure from Vocaloid, which didn't last long. Cough, cough, Super Pack, cough, cough, Miku V6. And yeah, Miku NT is something really unique because it's not like. How should I explain this? So, yeah, it's Miku. You hear, oh, it's Miku, but it's like Miku. If Miku has a stuffy nose and has asthma, and in the really earlier recording of this, I called this sample abuse because they, according to my knowledge, used older samples of Miku, like the V2 samples, and just threw them into a new vocoder. But at this point, I believe that it's more. It's more than that. So I believe that the technology behind NT is promising, but is terribly executed by Krypton because why is Miku so breathy? Please explain. Like, it sounds like occasionally Miku has a stuffed nose. You can fix this through phoneme editing, through additional plugins, through mixing and mastering. But for the newbie, it's not the greatest version of Miku. Where if you're a newbie, specifically going into the Vocaloid scene or vocal synthesizer scene with Miku, please consider buying her V5X version. I know she doesn't come with a standalone editor. You could use TuneLab instead with the V5 Bridge plugin, worst case scenario, but you do get Pre-Pro Studio, which is, by the way, if you want to use EVEC, a really, really great idea. Oh wait, I forgot, you actually also get Cubase on top. I forgot you're getting Cubase on top nowadays. And like, you get like the entire Miku package, like you get all of her parents besides Light and Vivid, plus English. And an editor and a DAW on top. For like what, 200, like, is she like under 200 right now? Or I think like 250. I think she's like 250. I mean, of course, you can also download her via SonicWire. You can also test Miku and Miku Japanese original and Miku English for like 30 to 39 days, depending on. I think both are 39 days now. So you can actually test them for like nearly 40 days by downloading them via SonicWire. You get Pre-Pro Studio, but not standalone. That's exclusive to Miku Chinese. But if you like download the Miku, like not Miku, the Vocaloid 6 trial on top, you might get like at least 14 days out of it. I mean, there are ways to enhance trials, but that's not what I want to say. No, don't. So basically, Miku NT is Miku. She is cutish, but she is a little bit too airy and not really recommended for beginners. Speaking of Miku, for Miku's birthday, I did make a cover with NT2 of the popular song from Project Diva, from the ever first Project Diva, Far Away. And maybe you will check it out soon. Am I right? 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 Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed content like this, be warned that this is not my primary content. I primarily do Vocaloid covers, or synthesizer covers primarily. And the next one will be spoken for by Flavor Folly featuring Sora Synth V2. Because this was highly anticipated and I didn't announce it, it did win the poll because I was unsure between I don't know what to do and spoken for. But spoken for won with like 2 votes plus, like 2 extra votes, which is cool. Thank you so much. For the next Q&A, definitely not this year, definitely not next year, am I right? No, it's unsure if I do it next year again or soon enough. But you know, you I don't have much to say besides I hope you enjoyed this. Like I enjoy like attempting to record like 5 bazillion times because my mic screwed me up. So if you enjoyed this, maybe consider giving a like, comment, or maybe I know, subscribe. But once again, I don't want to force you. Follow the person who like sent me like 3 questions in a row. Skedaddle. Follow her if you haven't. She's like one of the big Koto and Miki fan, like the biggest Koto and Miki fan I know, besides myself. Okay, I'm the Haruno Sora and Koto fan. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever. And I'll see you guys next time. Maybe in a stream. Bye bye. Schon wieder mit der, das hat schon wieder so lange gedauert. Scheiße. Ja, ich nehm's trotzdem mit. Ich hab nicht verkackt. Yippie.